Yes, it is.
This was in 1928. This is one that took most of the pictures. Ducky Carpenter was his name. And that, yes, that's Reed Cotchel. That's fitting, that's where they fit the saddles for people. And they had that saddle them the whole time they were there.
We have about 220 to 250.
Is that Big Bill?
That's Big Bill. Now that's George Gentry there, who was our foreman for over 50 years.
The hats, I
When people want to ride, they sign a list, and then someone calls the list, gives it to the roper and also the saddle to one of the guys, and they bring the horses out. The people keep the same horse the whole time they're there, as long as they like them.
Did they all ride Western?
Yes, they do. We have a few bring their own Easterns, we do not.
Uncle Will, and I'm not sure who the other one is.
Were the Kings ever involved in the ranch?
Not that, I mean, they were just neighbors of the ranch, and they,
That's Big Bill and Uncle Alden on the left. Big Bill.
my grandfather and great-grandfather.
And that's the man that bought the Rimrock Ranch. Chuck Slater. This is the way they shod some of the wild horses.
You notice, though, they did put something under his head, and they put legs between the legs, so it wouldn't be quite as hard on the horse. Then they sat on top of the head, so it
Were there any wild horses then?
No, they all had to be pretty well broke for having guests ride. I mean, there were a lot wilder probably then than they are now.
That's Patty Eaton.
We call that building the Wolves Club. That's where the Wranglers stay in that.
You can see it had rained. That's taking an all-day trip.
Aaron McCormick.
Yes, it is. Harry McCormick leading it. I'm not sure who a lot of those are.
And that's Patty and Big Bill, and I don't know what dude. That's the picture taken.
It used to be be that they had men's bath and women's bathroom, and that every cabin didn't have a bath.
That's Mary Roberts Reinhardt in the white dress sitting on the bench. Everybody used to get on the yard there and after lunch. There's
Patty, yeah. That's Curly Wetzel.
He was in the movies at one time.
That's in Radcliffe.
Mhm.
Look at the clothes that they wore then.
We thought we were pretty good looking.
Frank, did they bring their cowboy clothes out with them, or did they come here and outfit themselves when they got here?
Well, if they'd been there before, they usually had their clothes, I would guess new ones. Well, did most of the outfitting in town.
Mhm. Oh, that was Jody, yeah.
That was Jody, yeah.
Oh, that was Nancy.
The little girl.
That's Mr. Grant. Mr. Grant. Only for
His name, last name was Graham. This is how they used to say goodbye to people that come out. Bruce Crocker.
They'd all leave right in front of our big house there. That's how they'd arrive.
Standing by.
Behind it.
That was the Graham family. Tempe Joyner, she lived out here. Waiting for their horses. It was Buddy Jenkins. And there's Aunt Mame, and that's Aunt Lou, who was a good friend of Aunt Mame's.
When you were talking about Aunt Mame and Aunt Lily, when they go riding, each of them would ride with one spur. I figured that if one side of the horse went, the other had to go too. Save the money, they only had to buy one pair of spurs.
Woody's so lucky.
We need to write all this stuff down. Put it down.
I know I have had something.
We still fit the saddles on a horse that looks like that.
And that's where they sign up for riding. Uncle Alden.
Are they dressed up just for this film, or do you think they dress like that all the time?
That's the way they used to dress.
They all wore white shirts. You can imagine.
I can imagine what they must have been like at the end of the day.
Now I know I had 14 people working in the horse.
I can see why too.
That's the wife of the man that took these pictures. I think that's George. George Gentry.
Yes. That's George Gentry, who was our foreman for years. That's Tommy Butler in the middle, who ran the kitchen and did all the maintenance and that for many years.
That's the big bell they ring for soup's on.
Still fighting horse.
Yep, still in the same place.
Same horseshoes?
No, I think there might be one or two of them that are the same.
That's Curly again.
Looks like Eaton on the corrals.
Any shoes?
Boat,
That was the, what's his name from over here?
Susie Sackett.
Susie Sackett. Those are the horses coming in the morning. They'd have to go out about 4 o'clock in the morning and round them up.
That was before daylight savings time.
Do the staff stay on year round, or do they do other things in the winter months?
No, we now have a very small staff in the winter. It used to be when we had guests through the winter, we had to keep a lot more people, but now I'd say there's no more than about 8 people there.
Will the rest of you just go do something else, or just go south for the winter run?
No, we have, as I said, all repair work and
Well, those cabins, and there's several more cabins too that have been built. That's the boys in their white shirts.
yeah, Big Bill and his tie.
As they pick on the little guy.
Work deal.
Yes, Bert Dealey's there.
Howard Hall is where they have the ping pong tables and the dances and